What's up, guys? Sonny the Badger here, and in today's video I have my 2004 Harley Davidson Vrod up on the rack, and I had an issue. Every time the bike would get warm or hot, it would blow the battery fuse. And so it's actually sat for a couple years because Baby Badger rides it more than I do. So I hadn't had a chance to look at it, but finally I'm like, I got to get it fixed. So today's video is about what I found. And if you have the same issue, maybe this will help you. I actually debated on whether doing this video or not. So a lot of it's already done. So I'm going to kind of show you what you need to do in almost a reverse effort. So I've got it apart, but I'll show you all the things you need to take apart in case this issue happens to you. First off, where are the fuses? So we're gonna start very basic, because every time I do one of these videos, they're like, well, you didn't cover the most basic stuff. So it is underneath your air box, and your air box is up here. So you're gonna take that cover off. There's two little grommets that fits in there, and back here there's a little, what do you call this? A little one of these. So you just remove that clip and you pull off the air box. You'll have to pull up your seat to do that. Underneath there, you're going to find this cover. This cover covers all of your fuses. So there's where you find your fuses. First things first, all the easy stuff out of the way, right? So I actually Googled it to get an idea, see if somebody else had ran into the problem. I always recommend that. So if you got any kind of problem on any of your bikes, Google that problem, because somebody else has probably already had the problem and they can point you in that direction. Or you might get 10 different options and you can start checking them off the list. So when I Googled it, one of the things they said was check your fans. So of course the Vrod is liquid cooled. It has two fans up in front of the radiator. So what did I do? Exactly what they said. I tested the fans. Now I use what's called a power probe. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not, but a power probe is basically a test light on steroids. And not only will it let you read voltage, but it hooks to the battery and allows you to apply ground and apply power and so many other things. It's even got a breaker on it, the whole 9 yards. So to test the fans, real easy. I took and put a lead in the ground, hooked the ground of my test light onto it, and then I applied power to the power side. One fan kicked on, one fan did not. So there was my problem. I had a bad fan. So I know it's a Vrod. I was like, crap, am I gonna have to buy used fans? What am I gonna do? So a little research, and on eBay, I got the whole fan system. It's got the mounting, everything. And I took the old one off and laid them on top of each other, and it is a perfect match. So for less than $100, I have a perfect match. But then, of course, I have to change them. So this is what I've already got apart. So I'm going to kind of walk you backwards through this. So first things first, your radiator is up front. Your radiator has a cover over the radiator. In order to get that cover off, you've got two side covers. This is a side cover. So the side cover has one bolt hole in the bottom. So you're going to have a bolt on each side that has to come out. Then you're going to pull that cover off. When you get that cover off, it opens up all the other stuff. So to get the cowl, Gumby's casket, I think is what they call it, but to get the cowl off, you basically have two bolts. One here, one here. You probably can't see that. Let's see, can you see me now? All right, one here, one here. One here, one here. Once you remove those, you can pull that off. Once that's out of the way, all you gotta do is figure out how to get the fans out. So you could take the radiator completely out. I chose not to do that. So in order to get the radiator loose enough for me to remove it, there is a bolt. You can see the studs right there. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. Also, there's a bolt here, right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Bolt here and a bolt on the other side. So four bolts will loosen that up. Then you've got two radiator hoses. Radiator hose here and on the other side. Let's go take a look at that. There's the old one. And the radiator hose here. So all I did was loosen that, pull this out enough that I could slide that out. So I just slid the fans out right through there. So I didn't have to take the radiator all the way out. I'm getting ready to put the new fans in. It has three 10mm bolts holding the fan in. I'll show you here. 1, 2, 3. So once those are removed and you've got enough room, you can slide it right out through here. And then of course you're just gonna repeat that process and put it back together. You're gonna fill it back up with coolant. But that is a really quick version of how you're going to replace those fans. It's not a big job. It's not a hard job. It's just a little time consuming because you got to get all the stuff out of the way to get it done. Pretty easy to test for. So if you're popping that battery fuse, check your fans, make sure that they're working, everything is good. If they're good, then continue on your diagnostic path. I didn't have to go any further. So it actually was really simple diagnostic procedure. But I wasn't going to do this video because I was like, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. But then I was like, what if somebody else is out there like me? And there's no videos. I looked. There's no videos on how to get those out of there or anything. So I thought I would give you not the best video, because most videos would be me taking it apart and me putting it back together. But since I was already at least halfway through it, I thought I'd at least give you guys the outline of how to get your radiator fan out of there and where you can go get them. So you can go on eBay, you can get them. I can't believe the part was actually available. That makes me super stoked. But anywho, I hope this helped you even the least little bit. If it did, of course, leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. That all helps me. Also motivates me to make a video when I could just fix the bike. Because here's the thing about doing videos on fixing bikes. What would take you 30 minutes now takes you 3.5 hours. So it does take some time, some patience, not to mention editing the video, putting the video up on the platform, all that fun stuff. So a lot of people just don't do videos, which costs you guys the ability to see what's being done. Anywho, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. All right, now that it's back together, I might be able to give you just a little bit better detail. So, in order to take this apart, remember there's this cowl. The cowl has 2 bolts, or 4 bolts, 2 on each side. Then, of course, you got your radiator in behind that, which I showed you how to take care of that. 2 bolts up top, 2 bolts down below. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You can do this, no problem. You got it.